dish. Harvest. 100 years old. Love. May. Million. North. Oil. Soap. 1,000. Useful. Wise.
Grandpa, how old are these trees?
Oh, let me think. My grandfather planted some of these trees. They are more than 150 years old.
Omar and Rania are visiting their grandfather's olive farm. Some olive trees are very old, but you can harvest olives from them.
I love your olives. May I try one? What do you do with them?
Oh, of course. Go ahead. We eat them and we make olive oil. We use olive oil in some medicines and we make soap too. Would you like to help me make soap?
Yes, I'd love to.
Rania and her grandmother are in the kitchen. They are talking about olives. Olives are very useful.
Rania, there is olive oil in the fattoush. We use olive oil in many dishes.
Palestinians were growing olives here more than 5,000 years ago.
There are millions of olive trees in Palestine. Lots of them are in the north of Palestine.
Grandfather, what's this place? What do you do here?
In this place, we collect the olives after we harvest them. Then we press the olives and get olive oil.
Ah, may I help you?
Yes, sure.
Omar and his grandfather are in a big place. In this place, Omar's grandfather gets olive oil. He is wise because he knows that olives are very healthy.
What are 150 years old? The olive trees. What can you make from olives? Soap, oil, medicines, anything else reasonable. When did Palestinians start to grow olive trees? 5,000 years ago. How does Omar's grandfather get the oil from the olives? He presses them.
One. Who did Omar and Rania visit?
Grandparents, grandmother, grandfather.
2. What grows on the farm?
Olives.
3. Who planted some of the olive trees?
Omar's great-grandfather, his grandfather's grandfather.
4. How many olive trees are there in Palestine?
Millions.
5. What is the first thing you need to do to make olive oil?
Harvest them, pick them, take them off the olive trees. May. A. Love. E. Soap. C. 100 years old. D. 1,000. B. Million. F. North. G. Harvest. J. Wise. K. Dish. H. Useful. L. Oil. I. Listen and repeat the passage on page 48. Read. Then work in pairs and circle the correct words. 1. Rania wanted to try an olive. She said, "May I try one?" 2. Rania's grandmother told her I make soap from olive oil. 3. Omar's grandfather told him there were olive trees in Palestine 5,000 years ago. 4. Millions of olive trees grow in the north of Palestine. 5. Farmers cook the olives and then press them to get oil. 6. You can make many dishes of food from olive oil.
One. Rania's grandmother uses olive oil to make soap.
Hooray!
2. Omar's grandfather presses dates to make olive oil.
Boo!
3. Some of the olive trees on the farm are millions of years old.
Boo!
4. Omar's grandfather is very wise.
Hooray!
5. Some olive trees are 150 years old.
Hooray!
6. Olive oil is not very useful.
Hooray! Read. Then tick the correct sentences. 2. 1. There are millions of olive trees in Palestine. Correct. 2. Rania loves to eat dates. 3. Palestinians grew olive trees more than 5,000 years ago. Correct. 4. We can make many Palestinian dishes from olive oil. Correct. 5. We can't make useful things from olive oil. 6. We can harvest olives from olive trees. Correct. 3. Read and complete the sentences. 1. Rania said, "Grandma, may I try an olive?" 2. When you want to say you like something very much, you say you love it. 3. The number 1,000,000 is less than 1 but more than 100. 4. Many olive trees grow in the north of Palestine. 5. Rania's grandmother is also wise. She can make many useful things from olive oil. 6. You can make many dishes from olive oil. Read page 48 and write answers to the questions. 4. 1. What do Rania and Omar's grandparents grow on their farm? Olive trees. 2. Where can you find the biggest number of olive trees in Palestine? In the north. 3. What useful things can you make from olive oil? Soap. Some medicines. 4. What do farmers do after they harvest olive trees? Press the olives. Accept any reasonable answer. 5. When did Palestinians start to grow olive trees? 5,000 years age. 6. How many olive trees are there in Palestine? Millions. Look and complete the sentences with the correct words. Millions. Loves. Harvest. 100. Oil. May. 1,000. North. 1. Amy was hungry. She said, "May I try one?" She loves olives. 2. Olive trees can grow for more than 150 years. There are 100 of olive trees in Palestine. 3. First you need to harvest the olives. Then you need to press them to get the olive oil. 4. Palestinians grew olive trees in Palestine more than 5,000 years ago. Today most olive trees are in the north of Palestine. Read and circle the correct words. 1. Rania and Omar were visiting their grandparents' olive farm. 2. Rania was helping her grandmother in the kitchen. 3. Omar and his grandfather were looking at how to make olive oil. 4. Rania's grandmother was talking about making useful things with olive oil. Read aloud. Then answer the questions. Where do olive trees grow in Palestine? Olive trees grow. How do you get oil from olives? How old are some olive trees? Some olive trees are Read and think. Complete the sentences with correct words. Palestinian people grew olives in Palestine 5,000 years ago. See page 48. What do you know about olives in Palestine? 1. Some olive trees are more than 150 years old, but you can harvest olives from them. 2. There are millions of olive trees in Palestine. 3. Palestinian people make soap, oil and other useful things from olives. 4. A farmer presses the olives to get the oil. Think and write the correct questions. The first of May I drink some water, please? The second of May I come in, please? 3. It is very hot here. May I open the window, please? The 4th of May I help you carry the books? The 5th of May I change my place and sit with my friend, please? Work in pairs. Ask and answer questions about making invitations, offering help and asking for permission. Would you like to play football after school? May I help you with your homework? May I open the window? May I open the door, please? Answers: yes, of course. Oh yes, please, yes, sure, yes, you may.
What a lovely day. I love it when the children visit us. Rania and I spoke about all the useful things you can make with olive oil.
And Omar and I spoke about olive trees in Palestine. I said olive trees grew in Palestine more than 5,000 years ago. I showed Omar the very old olive tree. I think it's 150 years old.
He would find that very interesting. Rania wanted to help me make olive oil soap.
That's a difficult job. Omar asked, how many olive trees are there in Palestine? I said, there are millions of olive trees in Palestine. We pressed some olives, and here is the olive oil we made together.
Thank you. I can make some more delicious dishes from this.
Listen and answer. 1. Who's talking?
Omar, Rania's grandfather and grandmother, grandparents.
2. What does the grandmother love?
When Rania Omar children visit.
3. What did Omar and his grandfather talk about?
Olive trees in Palestine. Olive.
4. What did Rania help her grandmother make?
Oil soap.
5. What did Omar help his grandfather make?
Olive oil work.
1. Grandmother asked Rania, "Would you like to help me make soap?" She said, "Yes, I'd love to." 2. Omar said to his grandfather, "May I help you?" He said, "Yes, please." 3. Rania loves olives. She said, "May I try one?" 4. You harvest olives, then press them to get olive oil. 5. There are millions of olive trees in Palestine. A long, long, long time ago, 5,000 years ago, Palestinians lived in this country, our country, called Palestine. They grew and harvested olive trees because they knew how useful the oil was. What wise people they were! And now we have millions of olive trees growing in the north of Palestine.
Ask and answer questions. What can you see? What did Rania do? What did Omar do? What did Rania say? What did Omar say? How do the grandparents feel? Read the clues and complete the crossword. Across. 1. You get this from olives. Oil. For something that's good to have, you can do many things with this. Useful. 6. Another word for pick, harvest. 8. You wash your body with this. Soap. Down. 2. When you like something very, very much. Love. 3. Omar's grandfather's olive trees were about 150 years old. 5. When you ask to help someone you say this. May. 7. Olive trees grew in Palestine 5,000 years ago. 2. Think and write the correct sentences. Remember, we use exclamation marks with strong feelings. For example, how awful. 1a. How interesting. May I help you, Grandpa? B. Yes, please. 2a. This tree is more than 150 years old. B. Wow! That's old.
Dish. Harvest. 100 years old. Love. May. Million. North. Oil. Soap. 1,000. Useful. Wise.
Read and complete the sentences. Check your spelling. 1. We love seeing you. Grandpa wants you to help him make the olive oil. 2. Olive trees grew in Palestine more than 5,000 years ago. Today there are millions of olive trees in Palestine. 3. Most of the olive trees in Palestine grow in the north. There are trees more than 150 years old. 4. First farmers harvest the olives, then they press olives and get olive oil. You can make many useful things from olive oil. 5. You can make soap from olive oil. Many dishes use olive oil. 6. Rania said, may help you? Her grandmother was very wise. She knew how to make so many things with olive oil.